Hello everyone, and welcome to Merlin's tiny little corner of the internet that we are calling Merlin's Corner. We're so excited to be here and hope to be able to provide you with the latest insight on toys, treats, dog recipes, and everything else dog related. We have so many exciting things planned for this channel, so subscribe and check back often for new and what we hope to be informative videos. First and foremost, I'm sure you're asking, who the heck is Merlin? Well, we would say that he's the most spoiled dog on the planet, but we know that there are plenty of pet owners out there that spoil their dogs just as much as we do. Here's a little background on our spoiled boy. Merlin's mom, or Mama's Charm as we know her, was surrendered to a local rescue as a spayed female. Little did the rescue know that she wasn't spayed, but was in fact pregnant. On October 25th, 2012, Mama Charm gave birth to 9 amazing puppies. Once they were old enough to be adopted, Merlin came home with us. Ever since then, we have made it our mission to spoil our boy. As the months have gone by, we have found so many amazing toys, treats, other doggy-related items that we wanted to share them with as many people as we could. We have found great deals, awesome recipes that you can make for your dog at home that are easy and delicious, and of course approved by Merlin, and some items that we feel that everyone needs for their spoiled pooch. So let's get right to it. Merlin is one of those dogs that likes to chew and chew and chew and, well, you get the point. There are very few toys that give him pure satisfaction when he lays down to chomp on a toy. Most toys he either destroys when he chews them or he gets pretty bored. Enter the Hertz Chew-N Clean. Now here's our disclaimer. This toy is actually made in China. However, we've been looking all over the web for any bad reviews that would suggest a dog was harmed in any way by this toy, and I just simply can't find any. That being said, purchase this toy at your own risk, but we personally love it. Merlin likes the large bacon-scented version of this bone, which comes in many colors. It gives him hours of chewing time, and very little damage occurs in one chew session. If you let your dog gnaw on it over several days, little pieces can come off, so just keep your eyes peeled and always pull off loose pieces before giving this back to your pooch. Here is what Merlin's looks like after many, many months of chewing. Pretty good if you ask me. Merlin's favorite pet bed is an orthopedic pet bed called the Deluxe Sherpa and Suede Orthopedic Foam Mattress. Now, we know what you're thinking. Anything with the word orthopedic in it has to be expensive, but this isn't necessarily true. We purchased this bed a few months ago from Groupon. If you've never heard of Groupon, it's a great website for not only dog-related items, but household items, restaurants, etc. Check it out. I've put the link in the description below. They aren't offering the deal on this pet bed right now, but we purchased it for $29.99. I did some checking, and it looks like Overstock.com and Amazon have a similar looking one for around the same price. I've also put links in the description below so you can check them out a little later. The reason we switched over to this type of bed is because we weren't feeling like the regular fluff-stuffed ones were thick enough or that they had enough support for Merlin while he slept. He hardly ever used his other beds, but this one he uses all the time, so much so that we bought him several for around the house. No video would be complete if we didn't talk about, of course, treats. The one we are sharing today is homemade, and we found the recipe on Pinterest. Now, Pinterest has some excellent recipes, so as we find good ones and test them out, we'll share them with you. This recipe is really simple. You're going to have 2 separate bowls, one for dry ingredients and one for wet ingredients. In one bowl, you're going to mix 1 cup of white flour, 1 cup of wheat flour, and 1 cup of rolled oats. In another bowl, you're going to mix 1 cup of broth, chicken or beef, half a cup of peanut butter, a 1/4 cup of honey, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. These things don't mix together wonderfully well, but you can work them in as much as possible. Eventually, you're going to slowly add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, mixing as you go. Once you've added everything together, I recommend coating your hands in flour and then hand mixing until you know for sure that everything is together and has the consistency of cookie dough. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. On the top of your countertop or on the top of your stove, lay out some aluminum foil and coat it with flour. Take your dough and roll it out until it's about a 1/4 inch thick or as thick as you want your cookies to be. This is what it should look like. Now use your cookie cutters to cut out your cookies into different shapes and sizes. Once you've filled your sheet, you will pop them in the oven for about 15 minutes. The top color of your cookies won't change a lot, but the bottom should be a nice light golden brown color. So depending on your stove and how hot it is, it could take a little bit longer or a little bit less than the 15 minutes. Once your cookies have cooled, you can put them in little small baggies and put them in your fridge. And another twist that you can use is you can dip the cookies in peanut butter or yogurt and freeze them. It makes the treat last a little bit longer and gives your spoiled pooch some additional flavor to the treats. That's it for now, everybody, but please stay tuned for our next video, which will include frozen treats for your spoiled pooch, an introduction to something called Bark Box, and some other surprises. Thanks so much for watching. Check out all the links in the description below of the things that we mentioned, and please like and subscribe. As always, feel free to leave comments on some other things that you would like to see in the future. Most importantly, love your dogs. Laugh with them and at them. Play with them as often as you can, and always offer them some tasty things to eat.